the bit that everyone struggles with is where we're going from the middle to bringing the chest to the bar. And that's what we're going to cover in this video. First things first, you need to ensure that you've got the mobility to do that and the structure. And I've got a video that covers that. I'm going to link that below. And then the next thing, we need to ensure that we've got good stability in the positions that we need to be in, particularly scapular depression and external rotation. There's another video in which I cover those positions I'm linking below too. Once we've got the mobility and the stability, we need to focus on strength. And that's what I'm covering in this video with 3 exercises. Let's get into it. Now, in terms of rep ranges, because these exercises are more technical fixes, we're going to be focusing more on a strength range. So typically 3 to 5 reps. And so we need to ensure that we're in positions whereby these are demanding enough, because we're going to be doing purely body weight with this. First exercise we're going to go through is the fixed barbell row, and this is going to work the lats in more of a middle range, but also we're going to be targeting the lower traps, rhomboids, external rotators and rear delts with this exercise, which are key muscles involved in the upper part of the chest to bar pull-up. So when it comes to setting this up, the objective is to finish in a position where the bottom of your ribs is in contact with the bar. And so if I just start to play around with that position now, I'm just pulling the bar in, I'm just going to keep walking, and that's probably the limit. Now, if I'm just to do a practice rep, I'm not going to go through the cues. I already know that's probably going to be too easy. So what I want to do is just manipulate the height of the bar until I can get myself into a position whereby I'm performing those 3 to 5 hard reps. Now, something that's really going to help, because you might find yourself not too stable in this exercise, especially at the feet, is just to set up some dumbbells that you can rest your feet on and push against, and that's going to help you to create a counterforce and create some stability. So I've set some dumbbells up. Next thing is we're just going to go through the setup of the exercise, the body that your position wants to be in, so that we can hit the muscles that we're focused on. So now we need to ensure that the body is in the best position possible and fully set up to execute this movement as well as we can. And so we just need certain joints to be as stable as they can be. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to assume grip on the bar, which is going to be exactly where it is during a pull-up. So it's essentially just shoulder width here. Once I've done that, I'm going to start to think about my shoulder blades. So I want the shoulder blades down the back, activate the lats, and then from here, I'm going to push my feet right into the dumbbells, heels into the floor, create a counterforce with the floor, and then I'm wedged in here. All I need to do is just drive the hips up, and to keep your pelvis in neutral, we're essentially just going to thrust the hips, lock out the legs. So I'll just go into that position now, legs locked out, thrusted the hips, okay, they're not here. All right, and you'll feel that your glutes are turned on, shoulder blades down the back. Once I'm here, pull the rib cage to the bar, and then lower for 1, 2, 3. What I'm thinking about here is just driving the elbows to the floor and keeping my shoulder blades down the back. That's engaging the external rotators, rhomboids, traps, rear delts, and really helping with developing those muscles that we need to perform a chest to bar pull-up. So next exercise, we want to focus on the actual mechanics of that chest to the bar portion of the movement. However, that can be hard when we're actually performing the pull-up. We kind of need some support from the middle portion of the pull-up to the top part, which is why we're standing on a bench here. So you want to find a bench whereby when you grab a bar, your arms are just basically kind of either parallel to the floor or just slightly above that. We're working into the traps, rhomboids, external rotators, and the shortened range of the lats. So, nice tight grip on the bar, like so. We're fully supported, and then we want to just arch the back slightly, because that's what's going to get the shoulder blades down the back, and we're just going to focus on pulling from this position here to get the chest to the bar. So from here, I'm just going to really tighten the body. I'm not relaxed, super, super tight, really pulling down on the bar, and I'm not jumping, I'm just focusing on, literally, I'm just thinking, pull the bar down towards me. So pull the bar towards me, and then back to this position here. Okay, there's no jumping, we're staying as still as possible, which means that we really do need to be well versed in creating tension throughout the body and having a nice strong grip. So I'm activated again, elbows towards the floor, focusing on pulling the bar down, pull, and down. So how I want you to perform that is, because we're not jumping, we're just focusing on nice explosive pull, but then on the way down, 1, 2, 3, before you go again, 1, 2, 3. Now what's going to help as well is when you perform your pull-up, if you look from the side, because you're going to be holding a hollow body, your body's going to be, it's not going to be completely perpendicular to the floor. It's going to be at a slight angle. So that means that we just need our feet to be slightly in front of the bar before we do the pull. Okay, it's going to be a little bit harder here because then we kind of lose the arch in our back that we need to get into position, and it's just going to be a little bit harder to, like if I do it like this now, it's harder, my feet start to swing forwards. So just start with your feet slightly further forwards, keep the back arched, keep nice and stable, and that's going to help you to perform this movement. Final exercise, we're going to zero in on the external rotators as well as the rhomboids and the traps. And this is going to be a TRX Face Pull, and it's going to be fairly demanding because we're really working hard at the shortened range of these movements, just like we do at the top parts of a chest bar pull-up. So let me show you the setup, and before I continue, you can even use rings for this. So nice tight grip on the handles here, elbows in, then get yourself into a position. You're not going to want to go too deep, purely because this is working much smaller muscles. The lats aren't involved, and so we want to just be a little bit higher to get the right range for this movement. Now we're going to focus on pulling the hands towards the crown of the head, that kind of height here, and we want to ensure that the elbows are perpendicular to the body, i.e. we don't want them here. High, we're going to find that very hard, but we certainly don't want them here. We want them here so that we're really working the external rotators and the rear delts before we come back down. Now, just like in your fixed bar row, just ensure that the heels are digging into the floor, tailbone is up, pelvis neutral, and from here we're just going to keep the shoulder blades down, pull hard, come down slowly, okay? And as we come down, let's go for a 3-second negative to stay true to this program. 1, 2, 3. Make sure the body's set. Go again. 1, 2, 3. And obviously do your 3 to 5 reps. And that's something, after even those reps, I'm really feeling in my rear delts, rhomboids, and it's feeling good. So there you have it, guys. 3 exercises that you can do to improve your chest bar pull-ups. Obviously focus on your mobility and your stability first, but don't see this video as the keys to unlock your chest bar pull-up. These are just 3 ideas that you can use, and there are plenty more ideas out there for you to utilize in your own programming. Just figure out what your current weaknesses are, which exercises make sense for you, provide you stick with them for a prolonged period of time, and ensure that they're progressively overloaded in some way. You're certainly going to see much better adaptations and results that are going to help you to get your chest to the bar and improve your pull-up performance. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.